The present local government system is being faced with various challenges. They include institutional and capacity deficiencies, increased demands from stakeholders, rapid economic growth, expansive urban and rural development, and the drive to achieve the country's Vision 2020. These challenges dictate that the present system has to undergo some changes which will enable it to operate at a higher level of efficacy. The new and improved system must be able to adjust to the fast-paced and results-oriented environment, and it must align itself with best practices and international standard. The Ministry of Local Government, in keeping with the practice of good governance and participatory democracy, produced several policy documents, including a Green Paper on Local Government Reform, a draft White Paper on Local Government Reform, and a Green Paper on Roles and Responsibilities of a Reformed Local Government System. Several consultations were held throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad to solicit comments and recommendations from the public and interest groups. These consultations were extremely successful, as evidenced by the thousands of persons who attended and the many who made emotional and passionate contributions.
I personally would like to see us vote for a mayor.
The platform on which we build is what will make the difference to take us to the next place in this journey and this 2020 vision we want to see.
I am concerned about who has the authority to implement and who would be doing coordination.
I think if we really need to get things going, or if we really need to have a proper local government system, we need to follow and we need to model the Tobago House of Assembly.
In my community, all who have eyes could see. Pointers loses claim to fame, the cleanest borough was its name. But if we're willing to bend your back, we can bring it back on track. Turn around, bend down, pick up what you drop. This littering must stop.
Efforts to achieve an improved local government system have begun through several initiatives. The Minister holds monthly meetings with municipal leaders. Union representatives meet with the Minister for monthly meetings. Municipal corporations are in various stages of preparation of their regional development plans. Disaster units are being installed in all municipal corporations and at head office in order to improve the effectiveness in the management of disasters before, during, and after such events. The Ministry has formed a partnership alliance with the province of Nova Scotia, Canada, to modernize our solid waste management. This updated approach will enable us to capitalize on the opportunities to convert trash into cash. Our human resource capacity is being increased through the recent signing of an agreement to convert daily rated employees to permanent status. And since a reformed local government will result in changes in the system, management, as part of its ongoing initiatives, installed a change team in the ministry. Inclusive in the strategy of change and capacity building, staff are being exposed to change management programs conducted by internationally recognized consultants. In keeping with the Ministry's ongoing thrust in capacity building and institutional strengthening, the Ministry has partnered with the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, in an innovative delivery of online training as a forerunner for other training projects. A contract concerning this agreement was signed on Tuesday, 9th September 2008 at Kent House. This capacity building and institutional strengthening program will take the form of training in project management methodology for about 400 members of staff of the Ministry and municipal corporations. This initiative will ensure that the Ministry of Local Government and the municipal corporations acquire the human capacity with the required skills to implement the Ministry's reform and decentralization mandate. It is generally agreed that the human resource capacity and the existing management systems need to improve, taking into account new developments in results-based management and monitoring systems. The Ministry of Local Government, in its effort to facilitate effective reform, is implementing a series of projects that must be managed efficiently in order to achieve the desired results. Given the urgency to implement these projects, the Ministry's personnel must be exposed in the shortest possible time to a practical and effective system, which will facilitate capacity development, thereby enabling staff to perform effectively in the delivery of goods and services to its stakeholders. To facilitate the Ministry of Local Government's need for strengthening staff's capacity and a common platform on which the Ministry can operate, Projects in Controlled Environments Prince 2, a structural process-based method for effective project management, will be utilized. Prince 2 is based on international best practices and has been adopted by the UNDP as its organizational project management methodology. Prince 2 is widely recognized in the public and private sectors internationally. It is a flexible system which can marry with different management systems both at program and project levels. The online methodology of delivery of the Prince 2 training meets the Ministry of Local Government's need to urgently and effectively develop its staff's capacity to operate in a project-oriented and results-based environment. This experience will enable staff to communicate more meaningfully with their counterparts trained locally, regionally, and internationally in the field of project management. The overall objective of the Ministry is to train 400 members of staff within the Ministry and the municipal corporations. Members of staff who have completed the course and are successful in the examinations will receive internationally recognized certification. The project is therefore expected to be a catalyst leading to future initiatives, which will ultimately facilitate the development of a results-based management system for the Ministry and the municipal corporations, as well as the strengthening of the resource capacity as is required in a reformed environment. Consequently, Prince 2 will facilitate the move towards standardization, improved monitoring and evaluation, and reporting on projects.